Hey, how's it going? Today I've reset the NBA back to the 2019-20 season, fresh off the Raptors winning a title with Kawhi Leonard Finals MVP. And in our new look 2020 timeline, first, there's gonna be no COVID. Don't worry, no need for a bubble in Orlando, at least I hope. Second, as you can see here, Kawhi Leonard is still on the Raptors. I decided to ask myself today, what if Kawhi never left Toronto? Could they have become a little dynasty? I mean, it's very possible. With Kawhi extending on a 3-year deal, that gives him 3 years, potentially more, to build around Siakam, Lowry, Gasol. Now that team was pretty old, but with the likes of OG Anunoby, Fred VanVleet, Norm Powell, we know what these players would become. They've got some young pieces around Kawhi. Obviously, the team most affected by Kawhi not leaving the Raptors is the LA Clippers, as I also went ahead and undid the Paul George trade. So they keep Danilo Gallinari and, more important, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, plus $1 billion first-round picks to build around, while OKC doesn't get Shai, and now they're left with Paul George, Chris Paul, Steven Adams. They had already lost Russell Westbrook. Yes, of course, they traded him for CP3 to the Rockets. I remember NBA history. Don't even worry about it. Altogether, this 2K share scenario is really well done. It includes injuries, so I'm keeping injuries on because Steph missed all but like 3 games this season. Obviously, LeBron and AD, two of the best players in the league. The Lakers might have the best roster. You've got young Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, young Nikola Jokic is hanging around there. You saw Shai as a second-year player. His potential's crazy, but for my money, the Raptors probably do have the best team. I mean, they had a really good season 2019-20 before the season shut down. They were competitive. Like, they were looking really good without Kawhi Leonard, and now he's back. Let's see how the season simulates. We'll go at least 1 or 2 seasons. Maybe we'll go 3 depending on how this goes for the Raptors. I'm technically in control of them as they're very much a 500 team right now, but I'm probably going to remain hands off. We'll see where the video takes us, but for now, let's see what they can do. Oh, also what you can do for me is hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 50K, which is insane, bro. Like, just do me a favor. Hit that subscribe. It's free. Oh my gosh, you could not make this up. I was curious why the Raptors were simulating so bad and Kawhi's hurt. That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't know how many games he's missed. Kawhi, wow. I thought when I kept injuries on, I thought, wouldn't it be funny if Kawhi, man, I mean, hey, the realism 2K, fair enough. Okay, with 2020 in the books, very accurate 2K sim. Giannis wins his 2nd straight MVP, just like he did Zion, Rookie of the Year, Spencer Dinwiddie, 6-man. Anthony Davis, not realistic, actually wins DPOY in this universe. Terry Rozier, Most Improved Player. All NBA teams, Russ, James Harden. Yep, that looks pretty good. No Toronto Raptors. Jokic already making All NBA 2nd. Lookout World. Yeah, no Toronto Raptors. Interesting. All defensive team, Kawhi does make it, so I guess he eventually returned from his injury. Pascal, all defensive 2nd, which makes sense because the Raptors are the 3 seed in the East, so I figured they had some standout performers. With Kawhi still here, oh, they won 56 games. Look at how top heavy the Eastern Conference is. Yeah, it's going to be a dogfight in the 2020 playoffs. Utah 64-18. Bruh, they're going to flame out as per usual though, right? LeBron and AD, the 3 seed. Denver, interesting. Of course, they went to the conference finals, both the Nuggets and Lakers. Sacramento in the playoffs. All right, some interesting stuff happening. League leaders, though, James Harden running away with the scoring title just ahead of Giannis, Dame Lillard, Joel, and Trae Young, your top 5. Interesting. Nobody in double figures in assists. Shout out to Lonzo. Rudy Gobert, yeah, didn't win DPOY. AD finally getting some love. Player stats for the Toronto Raptors, though, Kawhi. All right, so he only misses 11 games. He only averages 21 points a game. Wait. Oh, he only averaged 23 a game the season prior. Interesting. It feels like Kawhi put up, I mean, in the playoffs, he obviously elevated. We'll see if he does that here.
A few moments later.
Wait, I'm an idiot. Okay, I knew that looked weird. In real life, Kawhi averaged 27 points a game. This is just a simulated season from the creator in 2K. Anyways, these numbers are very low for Kawhi Leonard. Long story short, my first inclination was correct. But sometimes player numbers are what they are in 2K. Pascal averaged 18 and 11. As long as it contributes to victories, Fred VanVleet is banged up, but obviously a deep team here in Toronto. That was one of their signatures. Can Kawhi rise now in the playoffs? I'm also noticing that without Kawhi and Paul George. Obviously, the Clippers missed the playoffs. Also, OKC did not get there with Paul George. So will he remain there going forward? We'll find out. Round one, though, it's a rematch from the 2019 playoffs. Kawhi Leonard ruined the 76ers franchise for a couple seasons there after that shot. I mean, they still haven't really recovered. Can they get revenge here in 2020? I did mention how the Raptors core around Kawhi is generally aging with Marc Gasol, Serge, Kyle Lowry, so they really don't want to waste these years, and they sweep Philly. There you go. Is Kawhi rising in the playoffs? Only 14 points, 23 a game. He's averaging more of a LeBron-like stat line, 8 assists per game for Kawhi. Nah. That is realistic. In round two, will the Raptors have to play? No. I thought Giannis for sure the MVP. Instead, it's the Atlanta Hawks. They dodge a break. They dodge a bullet. That's what I'm trying to say. They dodge a break. That doesn't make sense. The Hawks are cool. Trae Young puts up big numbers, but they are not on the Raptors level. Meanwhile, the Nuggets and Lakers are meeting in round two in 2020. Very interesting, very lifelike. The Raptors take game 1 and 2. Are they about to sweep again? No, they do lose a game, but they advance in 5. Dude, the East is extremely sweet for the Raptors. Kawhi, you should have just stayed there, my guy. 23, 8, and 7. Those numbers are looking realistic. His shooting percentage is amazing. Boston's up 3-1 on the Heat, so we might get Celtics. Yep, Raptors in the East Finals. Let's see if Denver, do they beat the Lakers? LA in a game 7. I actually kind of want to see this. I know we're focusing on Kawhi this video and the Raptors, but let's see. Will the Lakers get their 2020 bubble championship, but not in a bubble, obviously? They will have a chance at it. I didn't react to the end of that game because the Lakers ran away with it. Braun is banged up, but still doing his thing in the playoffs. What a hero. Him and AD, the only players in double figures. As I simulated that game, we did get Boston advancing to the East Finals, Utah advancing to the West Finals, not choking as I so callously predicted. Here we go, though. Boston, Toronto. This could have been the East Finals matchup in 2020 if Kawhi had stayed, because Boston eventually made it there themselves. Lost to Miami. Yeah, that team looks really good. Gordon Hayward, Kemba are healthy. I think the Raptors might still have this, but no way this is an easy series, as Boston takes game 1. It's a 1-1 series. I won't mess with the rotation unless I have to. Never mind. Toronto goes up 3-1. They advance in 5 where they will meet the LA Lakers. It took them an extra game, but Braun putting up 27, 9, and 7 in the playoffs. They are simulating just like real life. LeBron, AD, and the Lakers. Meanwhile, Kawhi, what if he just ran it back? That's the whole point of this video. And seriously, 25, 8, and 7, killing it in the playoffs with a loaded supporting cast. I haven't even seen a clutch finish for us to jump into to watch the Raptors. You hate to see it. Overall wise, I mean, there's more balance and depth on the Toronto Raptors, but LeBron and AD, what a ferocious duo. Braun versus Kawhi, still at their peak. We saw it in 2013 and 2014 before Kawhi had ascended, even though he did win Finals MVP one of those years. Game 1 in Toronto, the Raptors take it. I actually don't know where this game is being played. No, it's Toronto. They go up 2-0. They go up 3-0. As a Braun stan, this kind of hurts my heart, but yeah, what if Kawhi stayed in Toronto? This might have been how 2020 played out. Not only do they march their way to the 2020 NBA Finals, the Toronto Raptors, they do so in extremely convincing fashion. They lost 1 or 2 games along the way because this game's over. This is a sweep. I wanted to see a little bit of action here. A tired LeBron James puts it up. I think I just read that Braun is also battling an injury. I mean, hey, Kawhi stayed healthy when it mattered most. He's coming off the screen. One more dagger from the logo at the Staples Center. That would have been good. He didn't hit it, but it doesn't matter. A 13-point lead this late. I think the Raptors, not saying they would have lost or anything, but I think they caught a major break in this timeline, having the Bucks lose round 1, which, by the way, very accurate, 2K. Well done to the 2020 experience. And of course, Toronto and Kawhi beat them in 2019. They formed a wall. They took Giannis down. But in the following year, you'd think Giannis and the Bucks might have had something, but they lost to that young, inexperienced Hawks team. Unbelievable, really. And here in our new look 2020, like I said, no need for an Orlando COVID bubble. The NBA Finals does take place and end up at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. But much to the chagrin of Lakers fans, LeBron stans, the conversations that would be had would be crazy. as Kawhi gets his third finals MVP, I assume, and this one over Braun, who doesn't get number 4. Oh my word, Frank Vogel, Nick Nurse. You hate to see it. For some reason, OG Anunoby is the only one featured in this whole situation. Oh, there's Kawhi. Look at that. Back-to-back for the Raptors. Does Kawhi get the old finals MVP? Okay, they don't want to show me. Classic. The Toronto Raptors 2020 NBA champions. And by the way, I left everything on automatic, so yeah, I didn't interfere at all. Kawhi's finals numbers kind of mid, but playmaking a lot, so fair enough. He does win it. So I guess that's that. What would happen if Kawhi stayed in Toronto? They would win back-to-back titles, 2 finals MVPs. He's now tied with LeBron for championships and finals MVPs. Guess we don't need to see any more. Am I right, people? I am kidding, of course. The 2020 NBA draft, Ant gets taken first overall by the Pistons. Sadiq Bey? Why? The Hawks, they want their man, I guess. Tyrese Halliburton goes 3, LaMelo Ball goes 4, James Wiseman goes 5. Oh my goodness, we've got some player movement. After losing in the finals, AD signs with Washington of all teams? We get back Pascal, good job, CPU, GM, Jamal, Ben Simmons. Actually, not very much player movement at all. Just Anthony Davis leaving LeBron high and dry. You can see really the only thing that could stop the Raptors is progression or regression. Kyle Lowry gets a little worse. Marc Gasol stays the same. Wow. I mean, regression didn't really hit, and Pascal's up to 91 overall. So yeah, 3 in a row. I mean, why not? The top end talent in the league is starting to what? Why is Giannis regressing? Kawhi now the second best player in the league? That's funny. Sometimes when you jump back in time, I feel like weird things happen. Steph's only in 92. I mean, I'm not going to change it. It is what it is. Is the young homie Shea 89 overall? I'm not going to lie to you all. I did jack up Shea's potential just a bit because, well, that's how, in real life, he became a 98 overall. He is getting better very quickly. There you go, LA Clipper fans. He's very much on his own, though, so I don't even think they probably won't make the playoffs here. But time will tell. Do we get a three-peat for the Raptors? 2021 in the books. Donovan Mitchell wins MVP. Utah, whenever I jump back to this scenario, is so good. LaMelo, Rookie of the Year. Tyus Jones, 6-man. Kawhi's numbers looking so mid, but he grabs a DPOY to boost his resume. I mean, sure. That is so interesting. Nikola Jokic injured. That's not good. Pascal, all NBA second team, taking the reins from Kawhi. Why is he grabbing so many rebounds? That is crazy. Kawhi gets the nod at third team. You know, just respect, I guess. Play-in tournament. I'm so confident that the Raptors didn't make it. We don't even care. What? Okay, wait. All right. I was definitely looking at my phone as the season was simulating the Raptors. 48 wins. That's not great. Look at the East. Oh, yeah, Boston. Boston's legit. Brooklyn, they don't even, oh, they do have KD. 2000. Yeah, that's right. They don't have James Harden, but they look good, especially if Kawhi's not good. Like 19 points a game, Kawhi. That is, I know you're a defensive menace, but you're going to need to turn that up in the playoffs. Bryn Forbes, why is he getting serious minutes here? The rotation looks great. Lowry, OG, it's basically the same championship winning. Why is there 64? All right, maybe the CPU is trying to cook a little too much, but between Kawhi and Pascal, this should be a good enough team. Oh, by the way, Western Conference standings, maybe this is the year Utah keeps winning 60+ games. Don Mitchell, MVP, crazy. Luka's on the hunt, though. Jokic is injured. That's not good. The Lakers fell off completely without Anthony Davis. Wait, who is the first? Are they about to get Paulo? No, it's the Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley draft, or Cade. Good draft, but the Lakers probably don't even have their first round pick. Anyways, we're not here to talk about the Raptors. I mean, the Lakers. We're here to talk about the Raptors. The Hawks, a chance at redemption after losing to the Raps last season, and they lose in 5 again? They force a game 6. Oh my gosh. The Raptors just choked. They had a 3-0 series lead. Are you kidding me? On the road now, and they get blown out. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know how the Raptors were a 6 seed, and I don't know, they went up 3-0. Kawhi averaged 27 a game in the playoffs. What in the world? How did that just happen? The Hawks? I mean, they have Trae Young, who's a 90. Nah, that's bad, Toronto. That's bad. There it is. The end of the potential Raptors dynasty. I mean, if they go 3 and 4 seasons, I think you can stretch it and call that a dynasty. The Hawks gonna come back on the Nets. Game 7. Okay, this time the Hawks lose. Interesting Eastern Conference Finals matchup. Boston, Brooklyn. Over in the West, 2021 rookie LaMelo Ball making it happen with Devin Booker. Oh, in real life, the Suns did go to the finals this season, so fair enough. But it seems like it's finally Utah's year. 2-1 series on both sides. 3-1 on both sides. We've got the Utah Jazz advancing. We've got KD and the Nets advancing. Kyrie getting his revenge on the Celtics. 2021 NBA Finals, Kevin Durant versus Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. The Utah Jazz don't have a 90 overall player. I know Donovan won MVP, but how are they so good? The Nets go up 3-1, 3-2. If we get a game 7, yep, we've got to jump in to watch. Brooklyn could not close the series. Now they got to go back to Utah, play in front of the Mormons. Nobody wants to do that. And they go ahead and get blown out. Are you kidding me? Brooklyn, KD, Kyrie, it actually worked for you. Oh, Kyrie was banged up. Kevin Durant did his thing, averaged 27 a game in the playoffs, but it wasn't enough. The Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert core, no need to blow it up. They figured it out. 27 a game for Donovan Mitchell, a perfect season. MVP ending Giannis's run, finals MVP. He's taken the Nikola Jokic path away from Jokic. And also Giannis doesn't have a ring in this timeline. Crazy. It just means we have to go one more season. Do the Lakers have a first round pick? They do not. Golden State gets the first overall pick. Maybe Anthony Davis had some insider info. He had someone time travel to say the Lakers would trade him furiously in the middle of the night for Luka Doncic. So he decided not to re-sign Scottie Barnes to Golden State. There's the top 5. Oh, wait. Am I blind? I just didn't read the Lakers, I guess. Davion Mitchell goes to LA. Congrats. Anything crazy in free agency? Durant to the Nets. Looks like everyone. Oh, what? Donovan doesn't care. Just simply doesn't care about Utah. MVP, finals MVP. He is up out of there. He goes to Charlotte with, oh no, Taco Fall. I forgot. I've used this scenario before. Taco Fall has insane potential. That's so funny. We got to look at the Hornets roster up close. LaMarcus Aldridge? Oh, he's very old. Signs with the Raptors. Yo, Fred VanVleet. He is cooked in this timeline. 75. Is he just really unhappy? The Raptors are falling apart. Again, if the Raptors were to win 3 and 4 seasons, I would call them a dynasty, you know, loose capital D, not a capital D, lowercase d. Anyways, you don't know. What am I saying? But Kawhi just doesn't simulate like Kawhi anymore. I don't know why. I'm saying that word a lot. Best players in the association, LeBron gonna just completely waste his final years in LA with no supporting cast. Fair enough. Shea is up to a 94. Only averaged 19 a game though last season. That's kind of crazy. Pascal is now a top 10 player in the league. The Charlotte Hornets, a hilarious franchise, signed Donovan Mitchell. I'm gonna make Terry Rozier a point guard for them, or am I gonna make okay, well, whatever. I'm making him a point guard to help Taco Fall. That's so funny. I forgot he was so good on this roster. Wouldn't it be funny if they made a run? Oh, wow. Trae Young, after ending the Raptors in the playoffs last season, gets his MVP. He puts up great numbers. Mobley is with Shea in LA. That's kind of fire. Pascal now putting up monster numbers, wins DPOY. Bruh, Pascal in this timeline's going crazy. Shea has a big C. He's a 96 overall. I did juice his potential. Yeah, he's a bit ahead of schedule. Anyways, let's move on. Wendell Carter, all NBA? All right, then. The Raptors do make the playoffs. They've got the Hawks again. MVP Trae Young, round 1. Boston 61 wins. The East starting to look a bit mid. In the West, Zion and the Pels. There's Shea. And, well, wait. No, they brought Paul George in. That's so funny. They just waited and signed him as a free agent with Shea and Mobley. All right, man. GG. Maybe the Clippers are indeed getting the last laugh. The 2022 NBA playoffs. Here we go. The Hawks go up 2-0. I fear it's officially Jover for the Raptors, who drafted Desmond Bane. I guess Kyle Lowry's hurt. Yeah, you're going to have to play some big minutes here, buddy. It's an 8-man rotation. I don't know. Kawhi's basically just chilled after winning his second finals MVP. Yeah, it's over. In the playoffs, he averaged 22 a game, but Kawhi's regular season numbers took a hit because Pascal became a star, and the Raptors lost in the first round 2 years in a row. Fair enough. Elsewhere, we've got the Celtics and Nets potentially going to meet again. Shea's Clippers with Paul George get eliminated, but that's funny. I could simulate a few more seasons just to see how that storyline plays out. We've got Celtics, Nets again, Grizzlies, Nuggets. Oh, Nikola Jokic. After I said Donovan Mitchell stole his timeline, Nikola Jokic was like, dog, I was hurt. I'm here now. And I see you. By the way, the Hornets made the playoffs. What'd they do? Taco Fall averaged 10 and 10. What a beast. Why did Donovan go to with all due respect to Charlotte? You know I love Charlotte. Anyways, conference finals, here we go. Boston getting their revenge on Brooklyn. They're up 3-0. They do indeed sweep. I think whoever comes out of the West is going to be in for a rude treat. It's the Grizzlies with Jaren Jackson Jr. Wow, KD East Finals MVP in a loss. The Celtics with their core of Tatum. Actually, let's check out who's still here. This is the first time they've made the NBA Finals. Tatum, Brown, Kemba, and Gordon Hayward are still contributors. Yeah, they should probably win this series. Although I don't know what yeah, they should. No, John Morant, a collapsed lung? Are you crazy? Should I override that just for fun? I guess not. I guess we should let it ride. Maybe Memphis without Ja. They are playing for Ja. He's laid up with a collapsed lung. Unbelievable. But the Celtics are gonna do it. NBA champions in 2022, which they couldn't do in real life. Jason Tatum does get his finals MVP a bit ahead of schedule. And there you have it. What if Kawhi Leonard stayed with the Raptors? I mean, in this scenario, they did end up getting a second straight ring, giving Kawhi 3 for his career. He won another Defensive Player of the Year. Pascal became a stud next to him, which was kind of surprising. I mean, he's still at 96 overall, so I guess he wouldn't retire for a long time. But yeah, Kawhi's legacy gets a bit of a boost. And then I don't know what's happened since. Not really putting up great numbers. Oh, I just simulated the offseason for fun. Kawhi ends up re-signing with Toronto. He is now officially starting to regress. 93 overall. Might get ugly for Kawhi, so let's just end the video right there. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this one. I had really a lot of fun recording it. It was fun to go back to this period of NBA history that was pretty recent. Let me know other what ifs you might like to see here on the channel.